Yes, once more again, the violation that has been going on Island Uromi, which the corporation referred to as St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has been a very up and down position and very unlawful procedures. Now, I've been hearing some remarks from others sending out telling me that the so-called security force, which is known as police, are telling me I mustn't call. So you don't want me to talk the truth and represent my rights and my sovereignty rights, which has been violated by your magistrate, Borty Pompey, on the 18th of October, to send me to a psychiatric institution as a deterrent to try stop me from fighting for my rights, and think that you will get away with it. But you ain't getting away with it. And think that you is going to have some upper hand over me because you have your manpower and your resources to try and, use your power to subdue me in whatever way you can. But no, I'll fight to the death, my youths. But now I'll give up this. And I want you to look at your skin color and see if you're not melanated just like me, who call yourself officers of the law, of the so-called country, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But it's not a country that's used by corporation. That's a reference. This is an island called Uromi. And for your information, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a name given by the French corporation in 1719. It's an illegal name. And it's also a foreign entity. And it is not lawful. And if others don't want to stand up and fight like me for the rights, that's their business. I am going to fight for my rights all the way, no matter what it takes me. My brothers before, like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, and all of them die fighting for the right. Don't matter what have to happen, I am going to fight for my rights. And this reason for this now is because you are sending out little Chet. I mustn't call him. I will call him. Borty Pompey has violated my indigenous rights. The Prime Minister of the island is Ralph Gonsalves. He has to see to it that he stop all these injustice and all these wrongdoing that is going on. I'm not sending no checks. No, I'm not violating no cybercrime law. So you can't tell me don't call name when it's in a proper procedure and it's stating all wrongdoing that has been done against me. So you police force of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, pull up yourself, my youth. All you can't do me nothing. And all you could always try to send all the little ignorant remarks and talks. There is nothing you can do more than either you frame me, plant evidence for me, and try kill me. That is all you can do. I am fighting for my rights. I'm fighting to declare to the world what I've done legally is take back my true identity and my sovereignty rights and be who I was born to be, which is an indigenous Moabite, which is an indigenous Moor from this island that is called Uromi, that the corporation presently calls St. Vincent and the Grenadines today, because of the French colonial people who captured and enslaved my ancestors. And if you look at your skin color, brothers, you are the same color like me. So you are a hypocrite. You don't even stand up for the justice that our ancestors fought against when they came and fight to capture our island and commit genocide against our brothers and sisters, which would be our forefathers and foremothers, okay, which would be of the Moabite, Moorish descent. And you are there, call yourself police of the law, and instead of you listen to what is reality and stand up for what is right and say, no, we have to agree with this indigenous brother because he's only doing things in a proper procedure and his procedures are right and we do not have jurisdiction over him, and all that has been done is wrong and is illegal and we should not tolerate, nor should we promote it. And for what has been done, not only does he need compensation, but respect is due, and respect has to be given all the way. You understand? You got to look at yourself. You're the same skin color as mine. So you're a hypocrite. And hypocrisy actions you're pulling against your own ancestors who fought against the French colonizers, Chateaubriand and all our other descendants, from even establishing this fake constitution which is called forced denationalization, where they take away land and resources and rename it and create a government and a state. This is an illegal procedure that takes place and you are endorsing it and promoting it. And it's the same slavery you're promoting. You have to know what is right and what is wrong. And you cannot be promoting this all the time and trying to endorse it and trying to indoctrinate people with your force or manpower. You can't do that. You can't force me to accept something that I don't want. in any given moment, any party that is willing to sign a contract with another party, when the other party reads and realizes that this would not be good for him, he would be advantaged, then he will have the right to make choices whether he want to sign it and make the contract value or not. And if he does not sign it, then the contract is not value. It's in the same procedure. I am not of intention. I do not consent to your illegal procedures, and I'm not part of your corporation, state, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's an illegal proceeding. I'm a European, indigenous more. Respect me and my choices and who I am. And don't think you can use your manpower and resources to try to subdue me or force indoctrination. You can't. I'll die for my rights. My youths call yourself corporate system soldiers or police of the law. You all are mentally, physically, and spiritually slave. Instead, you wake up to the reality. As they would say, wake up and smell the coffee and stand up for what is right. You're there with some illegal proceedings and sending chat as to, I must stop calling him. Well, for your information, I'm not calling no one name and sending no chat or making no bad remarks or calling no one no ill name. I'm talking about the injustice that has been taking place against me. That needs to be stopped and will be addressed, because I'm not only contacting the United Nations and other agencies, but if it takes some serious procedures taking place, I will be on top of it, and I'm not giving up. You know what I mean? So for your information, you know what I mean, those of you in so-called St. Vincent who doesn't aware of these wrongdoings, and those of you who is aware and still doing and promoting these illegal proceedings, remember, what goes around comes around, and every tub have to sit down on its own bottom. And you have to remember, Anadan, we hand out will come back to you 10 times harder than what you're giving up. So any wickedness you do will come like a tumbling upon your head. So you can't get away from them things, my youth. So it no matter what you say, them say, or anybody say. Reality is reality. Stand up for what is right. And stop try use your security forces and your indoctrination to try and indoctrinate people. You don't have rights over indigenous people. Indigenous people are free thinking, free spiritual, and free moving human being. You cannot dictate indigenous people life. It is an illegal procedures that you have been doing and trying to keep carrying on. It's time enough you give up. You can't indoctrinate me. I've learned my history, I've learned my culture, I've learned my heritage. I know who I am, and I represent it all the way. And there is no hole in me, not stopping me. And there is nothing you can do to stop me. The only thing you can try to do is plant some evidence and try to kill me. That's all. So this is for you to know. I'm aware of everything that is going on. And I'm sending this message again for you to know that the world is not asleep. Everybody sees and knows and watching this. And don't think United Nations can't do nothing about this, so stop your bullshit. They can do whatever measures they need to do when they realize the injustice is going on and step down and stop it. So stop thinking about, oh, United Nations can't do nothing and them can't save you. That's what you think, my youths, police of the law. Stop get carried away with the illusion here. Remember, Ralph is big in power with the United Nations about certain procedures and position he likes to be keeping up. So if he does not go ahead in a very strong way and put away these unjust systems and the doings against human being like me, all they have to do is implement sanctions and resolution to block him from getting ahead with whatever he has and is an agenda. So this will only crumble and cripple your system. So these are procedures that has been overlooked and has been taking place right now as a measure to be put in place for violation in the future. So I want you to know, what I'm doing is not going in vain. It's going to be taking full measures. You understand? So no matter what you say or try, it can't stop. And I have nothing bad to say. I'm not calling no one name.